All right, so this is the continuation of the document lesson on Google Drive. So in here you can see that the document is titled Doc 1 and my Google document is open. And let's presume that the students are going to be working on a project of some sort. Um, the topic of the project is irrelevant. In this case here, let's pretend that it's ancient Egypt that we're researching. Whether it's English or French immersion, there's an excellent site on the board site called Britanica, and I'm going to show you how to get there. So we would set a tab and then go into ycdsb, and on the right hand side of the margins we can go to student resources, click it, and in here you'll see that it says student resources elementary student login. Click it. If it asks for a password, then it's going to be ycdsb, and the password is ELEM. So ycdsb, password ELEM. And the kids can use this at home, or you guys can be using it on the Chromebooks or in the computer lab at school. So here we are. This is Britanica right here. And here again, if it asks you for a password, the user ID is right here, York CDSB, and the password is York2274. So you put that in as your login, and that'll take you to the Britanica site. So we're going to click right over here, Britanica School. That will get you into the Britanica site. So I'm going to close this tab. So here you see the Britanica School is open, and this could be the doc that the students are working on, where they're going to copy and paste some images and some information to get their project started. So there's Britanica School, and I'm going to close this tab where ycdsb was. And from here I'm going to click on elementary. So elementary screen opens up. There's my search bar, and in here I can type Egypt, ancient Egypt. Okay, so there's ancient Egypt right there. Now on the side here, you'll notice that they can click on images or videos. They can use the dictionary, etc. Magazines, websites that they can also go to for additional information. It'll take them to some of the best filtered websites on the web, so they can get additional information from the Britannica site itself. But the Britannica information would be located right here. Now, notice Ancient Egypt, level 1. Now on the top there's level 2 and level 3 to satisfy different reading levels for the students. So if they're a higher level, you can choose level 3. If the kids feel more comfortable at a level 1, you can choose level 1. And this narrows their search and makes it a lot easier for them to get their information. So up here, let's just choose level 1, and we'll click on Ancient Egypt. Now, once it goes in here, there's a brief description over here of the information that they're going to be looking at, and some videos that are interesting on the left-hand side. And let's just assume that they want to take a look at this information. Now here it offers 2 different levels, reading level 1 or reading level 2. If they're more sophisticated in their reading level, you can click on 2, and it'll give them much more detailed information, and there it is right there. This would be level 2, and this would be level 3, which is even more sophisticated. And it really depends on the individual reading ability of the student themselves, which is great because this site actually caters to students and their needs. So let's go back to level 1. And right over here, let's take a look at, let's go all the way back. And let's take a look right over here where it says translate. So we can go over under these icons here where it says translate, and if I click it, I can translate the page to any language that I choose to translate it in. So By clicking on it, I can go to French, and that will translate the information into French itself. And once again, there's the information in French, but I can choose the level that my students happen to be at. So we can click on level 2, go to translate, choose my language. Let's go to French, and it will translate the information on the page to French, which is fantastic. And there it is right there. There's level 2 for French. So let's presume that I want to copy and paste some of this information that I find interesting. I can highlight it. If I'm working in my Chromebook, 2 fingers down on the pad, we copy. I can go back to my dock, set my cursor, 2 fingers on the pad, paste, and it pastes the information that I just acquired from that reading site. Now notice, the beauty of this is that your dock is open and you can flip back and forth between your drive, your dock, and the actual Britanica site where you're getting the information from. So let's say that I wanted to take some images from this page. Well, I can hold 2 keys down, copy the image, go back to my dock, hold 2 fingers down on the pad, and paste the picture into my document. Now, if I want to put this or move this picture anywhere in the document, I can't just click and drag it. What I have to do is click it so that it becomes highlighted. Now I've clicked on it once, and you can see the square boxes surrounding the entire picture or image. And now I go down to where it says wrap text. If I click this, now I can actually drag this picture anywhere I want on my document, and I'm not limited. If I don't do that, if I don't click it and click on wrap text, then I won't be able to freely move it wherever I want in the document, and it becomes a little more difficult because then you're restricted in where you can write your information. So right now I have wrapped text selected on the image, and this allows me to move the image anywhere on my document. Okay, so let's go back here, ancient Egypt. Let's go down and let's see if we can grab some information, say, off the web. So there's the symbol for the web right there. Let's click it. Okay, forget about that. Let's just grab this image, 2 fingers down, copy image, go back to my docs, 2 fingers down, paste. There's the paste of the image. And again, if I want to move this image around, I have to click on wrap text. And then this gives me the ability to move this image anywhere I want on my document. So even though I put it on the opposite page, I now can click and drag this image anywhere I want. And then I can make sure that my document or my cursor is underneath the image. Let's just click off on a white part. And let's move this cursor down here so I can now write below it. So this is how I can copy and paste images into my document. Remember to click onto wrap text to do this. All right, so that's it. This concludes part 2, and get ready to listen to part 3.